Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I guess I have to change stuff up so I'm in a different spot now. What's going on? Yeah, Cindy says I nailed it-ish. Even though she sent me text message saying that I did. Anyways, I think I did. I think I got all the points in there. When the car pulls around, he thought the light up on the upper right on the building was the room, but it's actually on the left. That's the only thing that was off. But other than that, I mean, it all made sense to everybody. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was on CourtTV. Huh? Oh, that's what you meant? You meant to put shit, not ish? You said ish. What the hell does that even mean? Yeah, that was pretty cool. I can play the clip if you guys want to watch it, who didn't see it. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, so they're all really cool over there. I mean, someone named Virginia Warner, she's like one of their, I don't know, she's a producer, but she made all the graphics. We talked on the phone. See, this was a time where I didn't want it to have any, like, just sort of randomly put together, right? This was one where it's kind of exactly how I try to explain it. I gave them a map, I showed it which way, and then they created their own graphics for it, etc. And I think it turned out pretty good. I think a lot of people, I mean, and I made sure to say the part at the end, and I kept making sure, yep. And Kohberger drives a 2015 white Elantra, and at the end, 408 to 420. Oh, look at Chloe's going nuts over there. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. It's like they're sort of playing together. She's trying to get him to do something. And at the very end, I said, and between 408 and 420, a knife sheath was left on the bed that had Brian Kohberger's DNA on it, and making the 2015 white Elantra, the Elantra driving around, incredibly likely to be his. You know, I didn't know exactly what I've said, but it's something like that. And then Vinny said, that's exactly how a prosecutor's got to do it. Just like that. And make them try to figure out how that's not his and doesn't make sense. All right. So anyways, I probably won't have a lot of people here because I didn't, I've already used up my notifications. Thanks, wise child, and Tamara. Not today, but Tamara. She's like stalking Blue. Look at that. Yeah. Well, that one you could see the... Let's see. Anyways, you guys want to watch it, or? I think I can just play it over here. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, let's see what happens. Bring it over here.
Game need to be able to lock down the timeline. Lockdown need to bring their A game. Need to be able to lock down the timeline. Lock down this defendant. One way they're going to do it, or attempt to do it, is through surveillance video.
Thanks, Cindy.
And joining me tonight from Portland, Oregon, podcaster Grant Hughes, who you can watch on YouTube at Grant Hughes Investigates. Make sure you check it out after this program tonight. Check out his channel. It's pretty amazing, the in-depth investigations he's done on this case and on
all
the other big true crime cases. Yeah. So, Gray, you've done some incredible work here involving a surveillance video from that night. Before we get to it, though, I just want to set things up for the folks at home so they're prepared for what they're going to see. And I think you agree with me that it all starts with the affidavit that's been obtained by all of us. So let's take a look at that, the affidavit. Videos, this is key, videos obtained from...
So we had like two phone calls really working through how this should go down, because I wanted them to do the probable cause first so that you know that everything that you're about to see is mentioned on there.
The King Road neighborhood showed multiple sightings of the suspect vehicle number 1. They're saying that's the defendant, starting at 3:29 a.m., ending at 4:20 a.m. Suspect vehicle 1 makes an initial 3 passes by the 1122 King Road residence and then leaves via Walenta Drive, okay? Suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area a 4th time, and this is the significant time, at approximately 4:04 a.m. It can be seen driving eastbound on King Road, stopping, turning around in front of 500 Queen Road, number 52, and then driving back westbound on King Road. When vehicle 1 is in front of the King Road residence, it appeared to unsuccessfully attempt to park or turn around in the road. The vehicle then continued to the intersection of Queen Road and King Road, where it can be seen completing a 3-point turn and then driving eastbound again down Queen Road. Suspect vehicles next seen departing the area of the King Road residence at approximately 4:20 a.m. That's establishing our timeline. Let me show you on the screen what the video is going to look like from this surveillance, and you see the timestamp on there. That's significant. 11:13. This piece of the video from 3:31, 3 seconds a.m. Now let me show you the map of the route that the suspect here may have taken. Take a look at the loop. You can see where the crime scene is. That's the house. The red is this looping way you can get around the neighborhood, and then you've got to go in the neighborhood. Okay? That's significant. Now let me show you where the security camera footage you're going to see is from. So, points of interest. Crime scene is the house.
Awesome how they
500 Queen, number 52 is in like an apartment where there's a turn.
So I actually sent a screenshot. Here, let me show you hold on a second. I just had to do that too. I sent them this right here. So this is what I sent. I said, okay, it comes in like this and then around, and then 1330 Linda Lane, 500 Madison's Window, and 1112 King Road right there. So that's what I sent them, but they made their own, their own graphic.
Turnaround, and then you've got 1330 Linda Lane security camera. That is the significant positioning of the camera, and the red is the route that we believe the suspect vehicle.
Yeah, when I was on Google Maps, it showed a pin right on here for 500 Queen Road, number 52, and then it goes away. It comes back and goes away off. I don't know what the deal is, but when I type it in, it's right there. It's the building and everything looks exactly the same, like it was built by the same, it's part of the same apartment complex. So I think that is the spot. And it absolutely showed up on Google Earth. I remember that show the other day. I said, oh, look at that. It's right there. Wow, it normally doesn't show up here. And then I looked again the next day, and then it's not there. But this is number 52 right here.
Takes. All right, great. Did I get all of that correct?
You nailed it.
Okay,
That
good.
was absolutely perfect.
Well, folks should know that we were talking earlier today, and that's the only reason I'm getting all of this right. Okay, great. Let's do this. Let's put up the first video, and I'll let you take over. I think this is the first one where you're in your car driving part of the path. So tell us what we're watching.
Yeah, this is 500 Queen Road. The main building is right here on the right. And this is what it looked like from the driver of the white Elantra's point of view, driving back here. And this is what it looks like. And then you take a right, and now I switch it over to daylight here so you can just get a better view of it. And then right back there to the left is where the camera is on that building over there. And this is that little space. And you right here's some surveillance footage at 3:31. That was a little short clip there, but it shows that vehicle making this exact route right here. And then it comes around, and look where this ends up at. Each time it made this loop. At 3:31, you take a right here, and you could just park right here on this.
And so the house is right there, but I think he thought when I were playing
corner,
it,
and you could see right into Madison.
I think he thought that this room up here, just because you have to sort of be there to know exactly what you're looking at.
Mogan's bedroom right there.
Oh wow! On the top right part of the screen there. That was the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the left side of the screen, it's right there. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now let's take a look at the next piece of video. This is pass number 2, I believe, at 3:38.
Second, exactly. This is the second of the 3 initial passes. So at 3:38, you can see the light as it's coming down that narrow corridor that I was driving on. And then you'll see the lights show up, and then it comes around the corner, and it does the exact same thing again. And each time it leaves on Willanta Drive and does that loop all the way around.
Hey, thanks,
But between loop number 2 and 3, however, there might be a different route that he took because there's a 17-minute gap instead of 8.
He is cool. He's a cool
So as you're
guy.
doing all this, and you had driven the route, are the times matching up for you?
Oh, absolutely perfectly.
Hey, you guys that have watched this show, haven't we we've done all the timing, and things have just absolutely been amazingly, everything lines up, right? Remember the time when we timed it, where we sat there for 3 minutes or 2 minutes and then drove all the way around, and then boom, you're right there. Multiple things that we timed, and it was really right on the money.
I even did it on live streams. I go, everybody right now, pretend it's
now,
this time.
See, there we go.
And we drive around, and it's like, boom. I mean, exactly everything lined up.
I just
All
said
right,
the
let's
same
move
thing.
ahead now to 3:56 and 45 seconds.
And this is the third pass. So again, there's like a 17-minute gap in that one. It's possible it showed up at a mobile gas station because there's a 3:45 image of perhaps a white Elantra there, but we don't have that in this show tonight. So here it comes around doing the exact same thing again. And this is interesting because 3:57 is right around the time that perhaps a DoorDash delivery was made, around 4. I think it might be a little bit before that, though. And I think each time he goes behind there, though, he stops and probably waits for a few minutes watching through the window to see if the lights are going to turn off. This is my opinion. And when the lights aren't off yet, he drives away to kill more time without sitting there and then comes back again. That's my opinion.
Now, you were there, so if the DoorDash driver shows up, they're not going to be going past this particular camera.
No, they would just be they would go in front of the 1112 King Road camera, but they would just probably pull into the front parking lot of 1122 King Road. And see on that map right there, right above crime scene, just to the northwest of that is that one building right there. That is the 1122 King Road, 1112 King Road camera.
Okay, so when this case goes to trial for prosecutors, obviously they can have this surveillance video, but they'll have other video from other cameras along the way to try to tie this all together. But again, from you comparing these videos to that affidavit, to driving it yourself, things are matching up pretty consistently for you.
Yeah, it matches up absolutely perfectly. These are the initial 3 passes that we just discussed. And then I guess we'll be showing, there's like on the 4th pass, there's an aborted pass, and then it turns around, and then it finally finishes it. So we'll see that here in a second.
So that's the one that turns around. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, they set this up so nicely
this is at
in order.
405,
That was good.
and on the affidavit it said it shows up in the area at 404, which is actually on Taylor Avenue, and it comes around, and then at 405 and what is that, 33 seconds or so, it comes back here, and then it turns around right here, right in front of Queen Road, 500 Queen Road, number 52. It's exactly what it says on the probable cause affidavit. So right here, it's turning around. You can actually see the car right underneath the AM
Right,
there,
yeah.
backing up. Yeah.
Pretty clear.
Yeah, it's clear, and I've actually done an overlay with a white Elantra image, and the window shape is exactly the same.
So this is a turnaround, but what's going on here? Obviously, we're not inside the head of the driver of this car, but this is different than the other passes.
Yeah. So this one, you wonder, when he drove by, did he see something that was concerning, and he wanted to go back and check it? And he was about to turn around or park right in front of 1122 King Road. That's the house where the murders happened. But he didn't do that, and then he continued on to Queen and King, and now look at, he's coming back. Oh, I guess we're repeating that part.
Yeah, this is the repeat of, just so folks can see it again, because this is different than the other passes, and here you get the best look at the vehicle. Again, as you said, right under where it says AM, that is potentially the killer's car here.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 100%.
Amazingly, Brian Kohberger owned a 2015 white Elantra.
White Elantra. All right, now let's get to the final pass. Again, the timing here is very
Gotta get
significant
that in.
as well as we
in.
move to the next video, starting at 4:07.
Right, so he did the 3-point turn at Queen and King. Now he's actually going quite a bit faster. I timed these. He's really hustling. It's almost like he noticed something. It's his time now. He's going to get there. And he comes around the corner, and look what time it is, 4:07 and 41 seconds or so. I think he parked at 4:08. All right? And then at 4:08, probably exits the vehicle sometime after that. And then at 4:20, it leaves at a high rate of speed. But interestingly, in between 4:08 and 4:20, a knife sheath was left inside the house on Madison Mogan's bed that contained the DNA of Brian Kohberger, who also drives a 2015 white Elantra.
And this is exactly how prosecutors have to lay this out for the jury. Because
Can I get a
you don't have
boom?
a confession here.
That was sweet
you don't
right
have
there.
you have a witness who sees someone in a mask. I don't think the surviving witness can significantly identify the person by the face because of the covering. But this is the type of evidence that a jury understands and then kind of shifts it onto the defendant to try to explain it, or are they going to say it wasn't me behind the wheel of the car? Now, 4:08 to 4:20 is the window of time where everyone believes the murders took place. The one thing you said I found very significant, though, that he was moving quicker. Whoever's driving that car was driving quicker in that last final pass towards the house. Adrenaline is rushing. It's go time. To me, that would resonate with the jury as well.
You know what's cool is I've used that exact phrasing before, where I said it's go time. He's ready to go, right? I just didn't say it in the show, so it's kind of neat that, I think he has the same kind of perspective once you see this. I mean, I think this is that's why I kept trying to tell people, this is such a significant piece of information here. It's huge. It's, but it's weird how people just kind of pretend like it doesn't mean something at all, and it's absolutely wild to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's exactly what was happening. It's like 60% faster. I mean, it's really hustling. If you watch the other ones, he kind of trickles around and watches, but that one is just boom. He's going to park. He saw that maybe the lights were off. He wasn't waiting anymore, and then bolted down the bank through the sliding glass door. And I think likely probably went to Madison Mogan's room first.
Right.
That's my opinion, but yeah.
And again, you've been there. Where he's parking, very close to the home, and you're going to go. It's not the front door. You're going down a hill, sort of the side, because the house was built into like the side of a hill.
Exactly, yeah. Just right up there to the left there is where you would park. Kind of where that truck is, a little bit further up on the left there.
Yep.
You could see it right back behind there. I did a 360-degree video where, have you seen those where you can look around in all directions?
Yes.
And so it's kind of interesting when you place it up there, you can just look around and see all the angles that he would be seeing. Like right there, that's almost where you'd be parking, just to the left a little bit. You could see right through that window.
No,
unbelievable. Gray Hughes. It's Gray Hughes Investigates on YouTube. You go on there, in-depth investigations like this, day after day. Gray, thank you so much. Appreciate your time and putting these pieces together for us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me on, Vinny. It's always fun. Thank you.
All right.
That's how it ended. This sort of quit just like that. Anyways, I thought that was pretty good. I like that one. Come on, isn't that super chat worthy, you guys? Come on, we got to get this, make up for some of those nights. Come on. But anyways, I thought that was pretty sweet. I gotta admit, what was really neat is we had conversations, and we got it all dialed in to the exact order to discuss it, and look how it turns out, where it's just boom. Hey, thanks, you guys. Thanks, Amber Maiden. Amazing job, Gray. Keep spreading the facts. I'm proud to be part of your community that brings awareness and doesn't exploit victims. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. I don't know if I get way more subs from it, but I usually don't for some reason. Like the same people don't. YouTubers aren't watching CourtTV on CourtTV, or let me see. I'll see. It did sort of spike up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, maybe I've gotten an extra 40 or something. It's not too bad. Not too bad, really. Hey, thanks, The Broken Scout. Hey, let me turn this on. Oops, I forgot to turn it on. Broken Scout, WNC Granny, Peter and Lanky Tor. Yeah, like it was cool being out there. I didn't waste my time when I was out there, I can tell you that. It's about trying to get as much of the footage of the relevant information. And the only part that really mattered to me out here is right in this area, and then some of this part down here, and then the routes out of there. Things that Kohberger was doing. My thing is I refer to the person in the white Elantra as Kohberger because I believe 100% that it's him. And yes, we all agree that you have to go to a trial at some point, and he could be found innocent or, guilty, or not guilty or guilty, not innocent. Oh, look at it! I caught it.
Crime dissector, record detector, I'm a certified evil lie detector. Gonna get ya, I'm a structure, you can try and blame like an old projector. Projector is my nectar.
Yeah. Thank you. WNC Granny. And thanks, Lanky Tor, for the 5 memberships that you bought for people. Serious Black.
Amazing job, Gray.
They're really fun to work with over there. They're really awesome.
Part of your community that brings awareness and doesn't exploit victims.
Thank you. Yeah, and I was saying earlier that, like Zozo and Plato, mainly, and then Cindy and 8675309. They're over there checking out the scholarships that are out there.
Doing scout shit, timing routes, route recon, straight pimp.
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
That was great. Boom.
For president. Come on.
Chewbacca?
Great way to overcome the power outage. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, a great way to overcome the power? Oh, you mean having getting more subs? I don't know, I guess so. there's no way to really catch up to the power outage. Yeah, I want to go on and do some other stuff that we've uncovered, you know. So
I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
I think it'd be cool to do a show on the various routes, you know, show the video of the routes driving around and then down, how he got out of the area, and, you know, I don't know if that's as interesting, but I think it's good. Thank you. Gray and underway. Hey, gray and under. I don't even know what that means. Man, I'm getting confused again reading some comments. I don't know what they mean. You know what's funny though? One of my friends texted me and he said, I said something randomly and he said something about, let me see what he wrote back. You guys will think this is funny. He said, my friend Dave, I'll even say, he said, up here, he said, I said, hey, check out this link. And he said, I'll check it out, you bastard. And I said, wait, you watched my show? And then he said, a little bit, you bastard. And I said, you need to have the whiny voice, though. And he said, gray, in the words. That's hilarious. Come on. That's pretty good. So anyways, what did you guys think of that? I think we need to have a shirt like just you bastard. You bastard. Oh, I don't know the Navy term, sorry. Well, we had a nice little wave there. That was nice. Thank you, guys. Yeah, you'd buy two of them? You bastard! Well, yeah, I am sarcastic. But I think when you watch that video the way it is, and the way we portrayed it on there, because that's exactly how I do it on the show, really. I mean, you can't be, if you're somebody out there that was watching that, you can't think to yourself, well, how do we know that's Brian Kohberger in there? Well, you know it because they found DNA on a knife sheath that was left in the house exactly during the time that the car was parked. And he owns a 2015 Wida launcher. Isn't that enough for people to go, wow, yeah, that's beyond reasonable doubt there? I mean, there's no reasonable doubt, I guess is what it is. Wow, we need an emoji too. Yeah. Somebody sent me an interesting clip. We might have to open up the 3D model today of the 1122 King Road address and make a change. Yeah. What does that mean? A great contribution to justice for Libby and Abby. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Anne? We're talking about the Brian Kohberger case tonight. Can you explain that one for me? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I think those people are trolls. Look them out. Look at the date of that one. Yeah, I've given thousands of dollars to the Abby and Libby ballpark. You know, and it's no business of yours whoever I donate to. I've donated since this channel started out of my income $180,600. Okay, all right. Thank you.
It's my understanding Kaylee was kind of sitting up.
All right, here. So there's some new information. This is ABC right here.
It's my understanding Kaylee was kind of sitting up.
Yes.
And had fought.
Yeah. And the way that room's put together,
It's only coming out of one
that
side.
door, you can't get out of that room.
Completely, totally trapped.
Here, hold on. All right. Hey, thanks, Jessica Schubach.
Yeah. You're in a bed.
Tiny room. The bed was the entire room. You could barely open up the door without swiping the foot of the bed. And it was wall. You know, the headboard was up against the wall. The side where Kaylee was on was up against the wall. And if you can imagine Kaylee in an upright sort of position, up in the corner, slumped. I mean, she was trapped.
So that means she was on her back.
The home on King Road.
So, yeah, so we got to change this over here. This is the bedroom. I think everything else is completely right. How the bed almost takes up the whole room. That means, though, that she is more like, you know, I mean, I guess it would be something like this. I'd have to pose it better. I don't really have it posed correctly, but, you know, but it'd be more like over here, kind of in the corner-ish, you know. Sort of like that, but can I just have the
I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
yeah, it doesn't even have the bones inside where I can pose it, but it'd be more like that, you know, sort of sitting up and slumped. So, you know, it's probably even further up. And is she slumped over, like maybe if it, like you're stretching your hamstring, kind of slumped over, or just like her head slumped down but her body's up? We don't really know. That's pretty creepy. Hey, thank you very much, Cheryl Bullock. And so I could see doing something on Court TV using this and maybe having other people like, I don't think there's, some of the people that you hear, they have this kind of a weird understanding of the house. It's kind of a weird house, but it's not overly complex in my opinion. It's just sort of a, you know, you go into the house and let me show you. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Like you're just kind of, let me see, you're going into the house, and this is just the first floor, which is irrelevant to the case. Now you're up in the living room here. This is the only part of the house. I don't have a ceiling on, so that's why you can see up there. Thanks, Danielle and Matthew Ludovico. And then this is the room where Xana is likely on the ground, and then he wouldn't be floating in the air, but something like that. Maybe Ethan's right there. And then you come out of here, and then you just take a right, and those are the stairs that go upstairs. And this is Dylan Mortensen's room, and that's the kitchen over there. And then it's just, so Kohberger would have came through right here. To me, it would be simple, even not being in this house, to look upstairs, see somebody, come into this kitchen, take a right, and then look at this. You just go right up these stairs. So you'd be coming in like this, and then you would be taking a left, just go up these stairs, and when you get up here, there's only two rooms. Well, there's a bathroom, but that's Kaylee's room. And then there's a bathroom in front of us, and this is Madison's room. And you would know that that was Madison's room because you knew that you were watching from out there, and there's the, you know, there's the balcony there. And they were found in here, apparently. Right, so I don't think it's as complicated as people... It's built weirdly, but it's not complex. Like, it's not hard to go find something. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I think it's pretty sort of just... You know, it's weirdly built, yet there's the stairs. You just go right up them. It's not hidden or anything like that. Just right off the living room. Don't I know you, P.S. Sully?
CourtTV appearance.
Your name seems familiar to me. Yeah. So what did you guys think? Did you like that? I'm sure the trolls hated it that I was on CourtTV, and they'll probably start their letter writing campaign and how horrible. Yeah, that's all they ever think about when they have no free time. They just go, oh wait, I got woo. Just sucks. They're terrible people. But fortunately I already know them, so, and I've already told them, hey, watch out, here they come. You always got to give them a heads up that the trolls will be coming. Well, thanks, Tamara. Maybe we should try to make I'll get another character to try to put in that. Let me see if we can find something out there. On, what's the name of that place? Oh, Mixamo, that's right. Mixamo. Alright, so we got the Miximo right here.
Time for all of it, you bastard.
Thank you for all of it, you bastard. Gray! Oh, look at that weird glob was right on top of that character. So here you can pick different people. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, right here, characters. Maybe try to find somebody in here that... unfortunately, they don't have any really realistic looking women. Or, I mean, they look realistic-ish, but they don't have like just a typical person. Yeah, so, you know, in a court, they would use something that looked like that. A stick figure, not somebody that looked just like the person. Yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know, I'll just work on that on my own at some point. But it's kind of neat in here. So, like, you just pick a character, let's say, like this guy. And in here, you can then, after you do that, you go to animations. And look how cool this is. You can pick all these different things. Like, you have something like run and jump, something like that. And then it comes up with some things. You can put that one on there, and then look at that guy. He's like, and then you just export that out, and you can put that one shot in there, or like walking. And just put that one in there. There's a guy walking. Here's one walking, dying. Yeah, can you see that? And let's see, here's a zombie walking, turn around. And then I also have a motion capture setup. I haven't used it for like 3 or 4 years now, but it's pretty sweet. It's called IPI Soft.
Chewbacca? I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Need to see Chewie.
You need to see Chloe? She's standing up over in the corner. Chloe! I wonder if you heard that. Look at, she's looking at Blue. Man, you don't play with me anymore. You bastard. Anyways, man, what a horrendous hearing that was today, right? Did you guys watch that? It was horrible. It was, it sounds like the judge, he wanted the trial coming up soon, and then Bill Thompson, he sat there and he almost like agreed with the defense. I mean, maybe there was a tactic to that. I don't know, but I don't know. They've already been doing this for a year and 2 or 3 months, right? Don't you think that they should be able to get ready by August this year? I mean, 7 months from now. But no, it's not even then. It's not even 5 months after that. It's likely not even 3 months after that. They were saying March of 2025, and then you know how it's not going to happen. Something else is going to happen, then they're going to have a ruling on this and that, and then they're going to, oh, we don't have time again. It's just going to go on and on and on. In court, they were both ready. I know. I mean, I don't know if... I think the prosecution was ready to go. But they keep saying they keep finding other stuff and then investigating that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. From the top of the house where everyone's rooms are located. Yeah, I've done that like 1,000 times. So you missed all those shows? Yeah. Down here is the storage room that had golf clubs in it and so forth. That one right there. This one over here is Bethany Funk's room. And that's, if you go back to the very start here and go to the beginning. See, this is the front door of the house. You enter the house and take a left, and that's Bethany Funk's room right there. And then right there's the stairs that go right up in that little angled spot there. And now we're up here. Then, so again, that's the front of the house. We were just in Bethany Funk's room. Then we just we'll pretend we're coming up these stairs right here. And the character is right there. He's walking around. We can have him move around. Now he's walking right over to Xana's bedroom, right? Then after this, he comes around and goes through this little area here where there's a little step down, and then takes a left into Dylan Mortenson's room right there. See that? Then after going into Dylan Mortenson's room, he goes up the stairs, where here's the stairs. Pretty simple stuff. Right up at the top. If you take a left, you go into Kaylee Gonzalez's room, and then you come out, and then this is Madison Mogan's room, and there's the bed right there that has both Madison and Kaylee's bodies on it. And then he would have came after that, gone down the stairs, and then you can see him right through here. He's going to continue out and head towards... He's in the kitchen right now, and then out the sliding glass door. See that? Oh, you can't see it? Oh, sorry. Oh, God. See that? That's what happens when you tell me to go play the dogs. All right, hold on a second. I think somebody's telling me. Oh, I see. Well, I thought you guys wanted to see the puppies. All right, let me go back and do this again. I think that one works there. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Mark Willis. They are just delaying to keep Brian Kohberger live as long as they can. He will see a firing squad eventually. We need... Yeah, and you know what was really telling is they wanted to look into Brian Kohberger's background, the defense team, to really understand why he is the way he is. Maybe they're going to look for an insanity angle. I don't know if you can do that in Idaho, but maybe a mitigating factor, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this again. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's my old TV screen. Yeah, that one. Okay, right here, and so we'll start over again. All right. This is the store. This is the front of the house, right? We've seen all the photographs of the front of the house. It looks just like that. I don't have the roof on. I mean, I'm not even going to put it on, but right here's the storage room where the golf clubs were. And you can see there's a door in there. Can you see it? Right there. You can exit it. And then right over here is Bethany Funk's bedroom in that left-hand window there. And then if you go from the headshot here, that's the front door of the house. He enters. Just to the right is the storage room and the massive tunnel. And then right here is the Bethany Funk's room. And then when you turn around, there's that angle of the ceiling right there. And then he's about to go up the stairs right here. So now we'll go to just the top view. And there he is coming up the stairs right there. See that? So from the front of the house, he's going up the stairs. He's in the family room and then walks down the hallway to Xana Kernodle's room. And then exits the room. That's what the dummy's doing here. And then walks down through a little step down into this area here. And then steps down. See, one step down, and then I have him going into Dylan Mortenson's room. Okay, and then he exits Dylan Mortenson's room, and Dylan Mortenson's room is right back in the back side of the house. You'll probably be able to see him through there. Let's see. There he is. So he's walking around inside Dylan Mortenson's room in this walkthrough here. So that's right there. And then he's going to exit that room. You'll see him. All right there. He's exiting Dylan's room. Right there. And then we'll head up the stairs. And here's those stairs right here. Real simple little walk up the stairs. Then a left into Kaylee Gonzalez's room where Murphy was in there. Then Madison Mogan's room, and this is where they were both found. This is the bathroom here. I didn't put any fixtures or anything in there. Then down the stairs. And once he's downstairs, you'll see him coming down to the bottom of the stairs right there. And then he takes a left right now. Then I'll switch over to the headshot. And now you're in the kitchen. And then out the sliding glass door. And then up to the car waiting right there. That makes sense? How was that? Does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. Nobody's typing anything. Nothing worse. Yeah, you can go back and watch it if you go to the beginning of the stream. I'm not going to play it again. But yes, if you're out there and you can afford it and you want to help support my channel, I would appreciate it. I do these shows every single day. I have, obviously I have expenses. This program here is $1,500 a year for 3D Studio Max. It's even more than that. I think it's $1,600. And all of your support helps me do that. And yet at the same time, we still donate a ton of money every year. And I'd like to keep doing that. This year we have our scholarship fund. And we have a DNA fund. We've put over $70,000 in that one. And we've given Texas EquiSearch, Rain, and Nick Meck a ton of money. We have been giving money to the Innocence Project, but I'm going to have to reevaluate that. Let's see what's going on here with Scott Peterson. All right. So yes, you guys are the sole support of the channel. So if you like it, appreciate what I'm doing, then that would be great. Thank you. Yeah, or become a channel member too. There's people in here who aren't channel members, or buy channel memberships for other people. Any of that stuff. It all works out. Thank you very much. Yeah, I learned how to use this software, and I'm not an expert in the software, but I know how to use it because there's so many these crazy high level, weird
stuff you can do like liquid and stuff like that. I just use it for building models and being able to move around in it. Oh, good. Yarn lover, then do it. And look at that. A blank slate gifted a membership to Bruno Jones. I want to look up the date of that account right there. And look at that, Danielle, 10 months here. Have you been following the treehouse? No, I haven't. As you can see, we're covering the Kohberger case right now. Huh? Yeah, let's see. You can with what you have. And it's interesting how we keep getting more information from the Gonzalez's family, right? Right, well, you can send me an email on that, right, Danielle? Right. I haven't know anything about it, and then it just wastes my time. Because if I'd said yes, what would that have meant? We don't really have a goal, you know. I'm just trying to, you know, make a. I'm sure we hit a normal goal, but I'd like to get over it because we had such like 4 or 5 horrendous days in a row where we're way behind. So if we can do that, that'd be great. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that, you know, it's not crazy information. It's just specific information. You know, now we know exactly how she was sitting, basically, or it's still not really clear because she was in the corner, sort of sitting up, slumped over. So does that mean her, like, she was way up in the corner and she was bent over like you're stretching, or was she kind of like sitting up slightly, but then her head and arms were sort of forward? I can see you, Daphne. Yeah, what are they saying? I don't see any, like, a lot of your comments, so that was the last comment. That's the only one I see. Well, we fell on deaf ears again. Let's see. Every time I do my spiel, it just... maybe I should quit doing it. It doesn't work. It doesn't help. Even though it should. You know, it's like, man. Yeah, we can see you. I didn't see another comment that you made, though. Defense say they didn't know and it took me off. About what? Graves main page under membership. Yeah, she said slumped, but sitting up and slumped. So I don't know what that means. Like I just said a minute ago, does that mean slumped as in like you're stretching but you're bent over that much? Or is it like you're sitting up in the corner and then your head is sort of slumped over? Or maybe she's sitting up and just sort of slumped to the side slightly. Did we ever get clarity on who the unconscious person was discovered by the... No. You mean like maybe when they said unconscious person? I think everybody just didn't want to admit the truth. That's what I think. Let's see what under there. What are you guys talking about? I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Take it as her head is just slumped down. Right. Or it could just sort of be slumped to the side, kind of. Yeah, not bad, Jerry, not bad. Before you say, how are they going to explain the DNA? Explain exactly what touch DNA is. That's not blood or anything. You can get that. See, that's just ridiculous, Jocelyn. That's what I'm saying. It's like people like you are what always just kind of, you know, it's just, I guarantee it, you listen to some other creator talk like that, and then you thought, oh, wow, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so touch DNA is, it's actual cells coming off of somebody. And see, you might be able to say that if it was touch DNA and it was on a countertop in the kitchen. But this is touch DNA on the knife sheath that was found on the bed, and it wasn't Madison's or Kaylee's knife sheath. All right. Yeah, we know what it's called, Jocelyn. I listen. What you're typing in is misleading to everybody. It's not accurate. It's not correct. You are wrong. Okay. So the DNA, the touch DNA, are cells, and they were on the knife sheath. And then you take that with other information, the white Elantra being outside, and Brian Kohberger having his phone turned off, and therefore the circumstantial evidence, which is a tremendous amount, points right to it being Brian Kohberger that was driving the white Elantra, and his DNA is on the knife sheath. Now, you can be in la-la land and not believe stuff like that, and that's up to you, but it's ridiculous, okay? When he was standing next to his lawyer in court? Not really. Oh, way back then? I don't know. Not really. Again, I said I think he has something to do with it. No, he is the killer, Jocelyn. There isn't just, I think he has something to do with it. He's the killer. No, he is the killer. He was driving his white Elantra around. He went into the house and he killed all of them with a K-bar knife. And that's why there's a K-bar knife sheath. And it could be, you know, if he left it there as a calling card, then he could have used a different weapon and just left that there intentionally to throw them off. Who the hell knows? But Kohberger was in that house, and he was in the house between 4:08 and 4:20, and the vehicle that was driving around that lets us know that he was in the house between 4:08 and 4:20 was a white Elantra missing its front license plate, just like Brian Kohberger's. Therefore, the DNA on the knife sheath is there because he was in the house. No, oh God. Oh, Jesus. And then, get out of here. I'm going to have to put you on timeout. That's, wow. Whew. That's embarrassing. See you later. All right. What else we got? Oh, God. You know what the next comment was, everybody? Touch DNA can also be planted. Get the hell out of here, okay? What a joke. What an embarrassment. Wow. Ann Taylor said she didn't know how they got to be... I thought it was... Yeah, on the live stream earlier, when they said that she didn't really understand the probable cause, that means Ann Taylor's dumb, okay? If she didn't understand that, she's a dumb person, because that probable cause is awesome, okay? She isn't great. She's one of the best ever. She's the greatest freaking attorney in the... People make it sound like she is the absolute greatest defense attorney in the world. But when she said that, she lost credibility, because that probable cause document is huge. Hey, thanks, Audrey Cassim. Thanks for the amazing work, Gray. Thank you. iHeart138. You're doing excellent work, Gray. I hope your channel continues growing. Yeah, me too. It grows when I make videos. I noticed that. Doing the live streams, a lot of people don't want to tune in to 3 hours, but my videos, they do pretty well. I mean, I usually get over 100 subs on my videos. And that leads to even more for some reason. Like they go, and somebody else maybe who didn't sub watching that video went and watched another one and then subscribed. Because they wanted to see if I was a one-hit wonder or not. Why wasn't his lawyer contained? If he wasn't there, why hasn't his lawyer contained video evidence of him being somewhere else? You mean, hasn't shown it? Let's see. How would you plant that microscope? Yeah. The most likely thing for the DNA is that he tried to clean the knife sheath. Like if he left it there intentionally, these are the reasons I think he left it there intentionally, but I don't know. I think he very well could have left it there accidentally. But another reason would be is that he seemed to have cleaned the knife sheath off. Like he knew he was going to leave it there, so he cleaned it, but he just missed that one spot under the button. And he wore gloves. So he figured, okay, I won't leave any more DNA because I got these gloves on. But he forgot when he first got it, he thought he cleaned it really well, but he left a little bit on there. Thanks, Bellas. Appreciate it. What a risk that would have been on his part, but then again, he took many risks. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, let's see. What in hell? I gotta find something here. Oh yeah, I was gonna find a reply. Yeah. God, that's crazy. Anyways, I got a message from Plato. I have to go check it out. Gotta look at it. I think he might have opened the knife sheath. Oh, look at that. Oh, so there must be some food. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah. Going to have to catch up. Tried my best. It's so quiet in here. Gotta get my music playing again. There we go. Ah, that feels better. Just something. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to believe he left it there intentionally or not, but it's still a possibility that he left it there regardless of what you say. You know, that's the thing. Right. And then I've said in that same scenario that he went upstairs to look for his knife, and on the way down he heard that Xana was still alive, and somebody said, and then he said, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." They keep her calm, and then he killed her a second time in his mind. He thought he'd already done it. I don't think he was catnapped. They already found who that person was, and it wasn't. Don't you remember that? Grabbing anything she could in a panic to get him off of her, and she happened to snap the sheath and ended up where it was. Yeah, but that's a sheath. If it's on his belt, it wouldn't have came off because it's got a loop on it, and you know, you didn't break the loop off. So it would have had to have just been in his hand. I'm not saying he might not be another stalker himself, but he wasn't the one that was walking around. Good night, Danielle. Hope you feel better. But you can send me an email about the whatever that is, the treehouse murders or whatever. Why'd I have to put up with this pink stuff? He dropped it and Maddie. I don't know if I'm going to do how long of a show I'm going to do tonight. I just thought I'd come on, talk about the stuff, the show and everything, and just kind of hang out for a while. I'm kind of tired. Did the whole show earlier, then you get sort of stressed out waiting to get on to the show, the Vinny's CourtTV show, and then then I make it onto here and I'm just tired. An innocent man is willing to rot in jail for 3 years before going to trial. Yeah, exactly, Bobby. And, now that they're looking into his family and his background, don't you think that the writing's kind of on the wall there? Like they know that they've got to find, well, his upbringing was really shitty. We need to have this for mitigating circumstances. Yeah, they don't even keep the video up there, by the way. On their website. You have to catch it live or forget it. It's kind of lame, actually. I think the courthouse should leave it up there for other people to see. Now, do you guys see this one here? This story here, look at this one. Retired priest 80 who paid men for sex found murdered in bed. Wonder what the hell happened there. A 80-year-old priest suspected of paying migrants for sex. Was found dead and naked in his bed at his Catholic church-owned apartment in Spain. Police in Valencia have arrested a 40-year-old man over the violent death in what they believe was a dispute between lovers. The suspect is described as being of South American origin. He is alleged to have killed the priest and then taken his mobile phone and wallet. Alfonso Lopez Benito, the retired canon of Valencia Cathedral, was found in bed on Tuesday. A post-mortem examination concluded that he had been suffocated, probably with a pillow. Sources close to the investigation told Spanish media the police were seeking information from several young men who visited the retired canon's apartment. Benito is believed to have paid for sex and sometimes offered shelter to most of the men who were described as destitute individuals. I mean, so he just totally used these people. Neighbors had complained to police about noisy altercations in the priest's home, and the Archbishop's office in Valencia had reportedly asked him to stop inviting men to his apartment. Friends of the dead priest say they received strange text messages from him during the week before his body was found, leading investigators to believe that the suspect was trying to buy time before the body was discovered. However, he was caught when police traced the phone. He had also used a payment card belonging to Benito Benito to buy drinks in a bar. Don't you love it when criminals are that stupid? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, what's this one? This one. Oh yeah, this one's kind of a crazy one. Maybe we'll take a look at this one in coming days here. Popular Memphis DJ decapitated in Berkeley, brother says. Richie Buchanan, also known as Slick Rick, was found decapitated on Angel Avenue around 2:30 p.m. I mean, that's just right in the middle of the day. Wednesday, January 24th, according to his brother, John Buchanan. What did you catch, Kimberly? I don't get it. Are you on rewind? I walked in and found him, and I just called 911. John Buchanan recalled finding the gruesome scene on Wednesday. I thought this coat was up over his head like it was cold or something, John Buchanan said. I ran out, and then I ran back in, and then I realized it was something worse. Slick Rick Buchanan performed as a DJ in Memphis for decades. His brother said that, here, let me see if we can find this guy. Yeah, I just gonna talk about something else for a little bit. Didn't have much more to say. So this is Rick Buchanan, Memphis, Tennessee. And how old is he? I don't know. If you've been doing it for decades, maybe he's... What do you think? Doesn't say how old he is right here. His brother said that things changed for Rick in 2014 when he was shot outside of a club. It became hard for his brother to find work and led the once popular personality to become more of a homebody. The Memphis Police Department was still investigating Rick Buchanan's death, looking for answers as to why he lost his life on Wednesday night. While investigations continue, John Buchanan said his family is taking things one step at a time. Is this him right here?
Today.
Fox 13's Lakia Scott joins us live from the Tillman Police Precinct. Lakia, you spoke with a family member of the victim?
I did, and right now we are at the Tillman station. We're a few miles from where I spoke with someone who identified himself as the brother of the victim. Now, he told me that he got a call from a neighbor about 2 o'clock, and he said he rushed over. He says that he found the back door wide open, then he walked inside. Once he was inside the home, he says he saw his brother. Now, police say it happened around 2:30 in the 4500 block of Angel Street. When they got there, they found a man dead inside the home. The victim's brother told me what he saw when he arrived.
The front door was locked, but the back door was wide open, and the iron door, the wrought iron door was open also. And I walked in, and then I found him.
Yeah, I think there's a 65-year-old one. Let me see. I bet this is going to be the right one. On Angel Avenue. Yeah, don't see that one. So maybe it's the 58-year-old one. Looking for the Angel Avenue. Oh, weird. This guy passed away in... What are the odds of that, huh? That's a different one, though. So there's only one other Rick Buchanan. It says he's 40. This one's 48. Maybe that's it. But decades, I mean, that... Here, let me see. Maybe I can find this guy. What is it, Bayborn? Angel Avenue. Let me see if he's got a brother named John. Don't see it. Let me try that one. How old do you think this guy is? 57? I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, I can't really... I wish I just had his age. That was all I need. The front door was locked, but the back door was wide open, Buchanan said. The iron door was open. Let's see if we can find... now that we're... Oh, crap. I have to open that again, I guess. Oops. Alright, now I gotta open up Google Earth again. Yeah, there was only... I couldn't find any more. Well, there's a Ricky Buchanan. Let me see if that's the one. Maybe that's it. Nope. The front door was locked, but the back door was wide open. And we got to go back to the 500. Wait, is that over there? Way over here. Huh. Why was it over there? On my, like, 3 monitors over. $500 Angel Avenue. Or was it 4,500? Is that what they said? Yeah. Alright, finally we're going to get to the general spot right here. And it's 3D, so maybe we can try to figure out. So where's 4,600? If it's in the 4,500 block, that means that is before 4,600. So if you put a pin right here at 4,500, like that, and then you go to 4,600, if you can't really find it, then that goes to here. That means it could be any one of these homes right inside of this spot right here. Would you leave right after I mentioned it, Lisa? Man. Anyways, right here it says the front door was locked, but the back door was wide open. The iron door was open also, and I walked in, and I found him, and I called 911. It was terrible. At first I thought his coat was up over his head because it was like it was cold or something. So I ran out and ran back in and realized it wasn't that. It was something worse. A lot of things were weird, he added. He had his keys still in his hand. Wow. That's crazy. His pants were pulled down to his feet, and the back door was wide open. So that's the weird stuff. Buchanan also said the dog was in the yard. Something he told us isn't normal. Buchanan also said the dog was in the yard, something he told us isn't normal. When asked why or how he thinks this happened or what may have led to the circumstances, Buchanan had this to say: no idea. We don't know what happened. About a month ago, the tailgate on that car, a taillight on that car, a guy was here and said he owed him $30 and busted out the tail light with a hammer, Buchanan said. I was like, well, here's $30, and he just took off. But I don't know if that had anything to do with it because I gave him the $30. Buchanan said the last conversation he had with his brother was about a week ago. Police said a death investigation is underway. Well, no, a murder investigation, right? I mean, people don't just lop off their own head, okay? What do you mean? The police are doing a death investigation? Yeah, we're not sure here, everybody. Well, you are. His pants are down to his feet, right? His head is chopped off. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, right? I mean, give me a scenario where it's not like a homicide. Anybody? He's got keys in his hands. Well, you guys were hitting one of those really long lulls again. And that's when you realize, well, people just aren't quite as interested in this. Let's see, popular. Let me see if this is one. I think that might be the one that we were looking at before. Rick Buchanan. According to Fox 13, the DJ's brother, John Buchanan, discovered body roughly at 2:30. After receiving a call from his brother's neighbor, after arriving at the house, John Buchanan discovered the back door was open and found Rick Buchanan's dog running around the yard unattended. A lot of things were weird. He had his keys still in his hand, his pants were pulled down to his feet, and the back door was wide open. Yeah, don't really have his name. All right, well, hey, we'll just make that a shorter show. All right, so thank you guys for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you to the Broken Scout, Tamara, Wise Child, Cindy J, Lanky Tor, Tamara, not today, but tomorrow, Amber Maiden, the Broken Scout, WNC Granny, Peter Lanky Tor. She also gifted 5 memberships. Sirius Black, Jessica Schubach, Cheryl Bullock, Danielle, Matthew Ludovico, Danny ICURN, Mark Willis, B, Mark Willis, then Danielle's been here 10 months. A Blank Slate gifted a membership. She's been here 31 months as a Megazoid. Kami, Audrey Cassim, iHeart138, and Bell S. All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. Good night, you bastard. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. Thanks for those who supported the channel and those that hit the like button and everybody for even just watching. All right. So thank you very much. And as we always say, until next time, be safe out there. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, flag rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Got dead as a door. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freaking nectar, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector, fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, that's
so
right.
I'll just get right back to work.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your positive, nice comments regarding my tonight's show. I'm sure the trolls are absolutely livid. How dare you make sense, you bastard! All right. See you later.